My son stole my pension to surprise his girlfriend for their 6 months anniversary. My daughter smiled and said, "Watch me make him pay." She surprised all of us, and now my son is screaming because she's ruining his life. I spent 34 years as a floor nurse. 34 years of double shifts, lifting patients who were twice my size, skipping lunches, and coming home with ankles so swollen I had to elevate them for an hour before I could even think about making dinner. I didn't mind. I did it because I had a goal, a quiet retirement in the small cottage by the lake I'd scouted out a decade ago. My nest egg wasn't just money. It was the physical manifestation of every missed school play, every holiday spent in scrubs, and every ounce of my youth I'd traded for security. It was $210,000. Not a fortune to some, but to me, it was freedom. And then, 3 weeks ago, I logged into my account to finalize the down payment on the cottage. The balance was $14.32. The room didn't just go cold. It felt like the oxygen had been sucked out of the house. I called the bank, my voice trembling so hard the teller could barely understand me. I thought I'd been hacked. I thought some shadowy syndicate in another country had drained me dry. "The transfers were authorized, Mrs. Miller," the manager told me, his voice dripping with a pity that made me want to vomit. "They were made via the mobile app, using your secondary verified device, the one registered to Julian Miller." The world tilted. Julian, my baby boy, my 24-year-old son who just needed a little help getting on his feet after college. I'd given him a phone on my family plan. I'd given him a key to my house. I'd even given him access to my emergency savings account a year ago when he had a medical scare, never imagining he'd find the link to my primary retirement fund. I didn't call the police. Not yet. I sat at my kitchen table, the silence of the house pressing against my eardrums, and waited for him to come home. Julian didn't just walk in, he floated. He was wearing a new suit, expensive Italian wool that cost more than my first car. He was humming. "Hey, Ma," he said, heading for the fridge as if nothing had happened. "You see the news, I did it. I finally gave Chloe the night she deserves. 6 months, can you believe it? She's the one, Ma, I can feel it." I looked at him, and for the first time in 24 years I didn't see my son. I saw a predator. "Julian," I said, my voice sounding like it was coming from a deep well. "Where is my money?" He froze, a carton of orange juice halfway to his mouth. He didn't look guilty. He looked annoyed. "Oh, you saw that? Look, I was going to tell you. It's a loan, Ma, a short-term bridge loan. I needed to make a statement. Chloe's friends, they all have guys who take them to Paris, buy them Cartier. I couldn't show up with a bouquet from the grocery store." "You took $200,000, I whispered, "to take a girl you've known for 24 weeks to Paris." "It wasn't just Paris," he said, his voice rising in that defensive, entitled whine I'd spent years excusing as passion. "I bought her the watch, the Tank Française, gold, and I put a down payment on a Porsche Cayenne. A lease, obviously, but I had to pay the year up front to get the approval. It's an investment, Ma,